All right. All right. Here we go. First super chat. Now, I'm not saying this to be funny, but these streaks, can you see these streaks right here? Like on the, like from the sun? Or is that like legitimately just my eyes being fucked up? Because somebody said that's from your astigmatism and no one else can see that. And it was, you know, a fucking person on the internet that I don't talk to, so I don't really know if that's bullshit or if that's like this fucking thing right here. You see that big ray of sun coming through? I don't know if that's just me or what. Okay. What size are these motherfuckers? 13? Damn. My shoe was like 10 and a half forever. And then all of a sudden, like, I swear to God, like after high school, yeah, it was like after high school. It was like when I was like 27. My shoe just got bigger, my foot size. I was like size 10, 10 and a half wide. Then my shoe size is like, I swear to God, like I just started going for shoes and they wouldn't fit. And the guy's like, oh, your foot's 12. It's size 12. And I was like, what? So, I don't know. Oh, my fucking hip. What are you dorks doing? Not you guys, the cats. Huh? You ain't gotta walk around Tommy like that. Slap the shit out of him. Am I feeding you again? All right, we'll do one more time. I'm getting ready to go to bed here. I gotta get some more food for you guys. Hold on. Of course. I already fed you. Now I gotta feed you again to the fucking bird. This fucking phone. This fucking phone connection sucks dick. One more time. One more time around. You're right on. Just a little for you, nerd. Orange. Orange. Here. Little shit. Here. Here. Come on. I don't know why you think I'm like walking down the street with you. All right. Sun's going down. Fucking funniest thing about the weather. You know, usually like you get drenched like riding your bike. What I've been noticing in the afternoon, and I'm not trying to be like fucking Jesse Ventura or some conspiracy dork, the weather has stopped and all of a sudden it's like a dry heat. So I'll usually ride my bike, my shirt is toast, like my shorts are toast, everything. And like after 3-4 o'clock, like today I was riding my bike, and I mean I rode for like, all I have to do is ride for like 15 minutes, and that shit, I'm saturated. Like, and I was saying to a guy at the store, I said, man, he's like, yeah, it's like desert heat. And I said, I know. I said, I don't understand it. He said, I've never seen, he goes, I've lived here all my life. I've never seen weather like this here. And I go, I wanted to say, fucking, great. I wanted to say, yeah, I kind of felt the same way, but, you know, I haven't said anything, so whatever. It is what it is, you know. I feel like just this past year, like I've never really noticed the mosquitoes here. They don't really bother me, but they've started really fucking with me this year and just recently. Like you know, the fleas are the worst they've ever been this year. Like, you can't kill the motherfuckers. I literally washed him today for like 30 minutes. And I mean, I scrubbed him with my nails. I scrubbed him with a brush. I washed his tail, under his fucking tail, with a brush, soap, water, soap, water. I mean, my forearms are sore from washing him. I didn't let him roll around or nothing. I, dried him off, walked him on the pavement, brought him back in the house. He's itching. I sprayed the couch down, put the shit in the dryer, vacuumed it, emptied that shit outside, sprayed inside the vacuum. I mean, the fucking fleas are just, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. I'm just being 100% honest. This is just, and I'm not a person that, I'm a person that I just notice stuff, because stuff don't really fuck with me or bother me, and I'm used to killing everything and just, whatever. It just seems like, I'm not trying to be an alarmist or anything, but it seems like the pestilence of the pests, it's like they are just not stopping. A couple times I've been walking and for no fucking reason, I'm like getting attacked by like wasps, and I'm like, I'm not even near anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even near a fucking wasp nest. Look at this big ass lizard. Disappeared. Did he disappear? Is he up in there? I don't know. I think he went in here. Bitch, you better kill everything in here. I don't think I have a light for this. Fucking. Alright. Let's get this shit in here. Alright. Start wrapping this shit up. Lock it up. I don't know why. I don't know why this has just been coming into my I don't know why this has been coming into my fucking head. But for whatever reason, I don't know, the last couple of weeks, days, whatever, I have been consistently, just thinking in my head, and I'm not even trying to bring this shit up, for any reason, but I don't know, now that I'm in my 40s, my dad and my mom split up when I was 12 or 13, and I remember at the time, the shenanigans that were going on, I kind of felt like what my dad was doing. Well, one, I can just tell you this, it ain't something any man, a real man, would do at all anyways. Completely start doing cocaine, going out all the time, living like he's fucking single or midlife crisis, cheating on my mom, leaving her with a bunch of kids and no car. The guy has a good job at General Motors, meets a younger girl, and it's just shit that you hear about in a movie or something that you would just go, what the fuck, kind of and when I hear friends, I've got friends that are divorced and stuff, and when they tell me, I had a friend in Vegas go, yeah, I'm getting ready to move back to, such and such area. And I go, what do you mean? With your family? He goes, no, we're getting divorced. I go, what about your kids, dude? Your daughter's in ninth grade. Your other kid's in seventh grade. You just going to leave your kids? He's like, well, yeah, she'll take care of them. I'll see them on the summer. And I go, bro, you're going to leave your fucking daughter? Dude, that's disgusting as fuck. Do you know what I mean? I'm just telling you, man. He was like, what do you mean? I go, bro, you're leaving your fucking kid behind to go do your own shit. You're a fucking selfish dickhead, And he was like, you really think that? And I go, dude, what the fuck are you doing with your life that you would even think that that's okay? You think your kids are gonna, I don't know. So anyways, the older I get, I just don't know why. I don't know why this has been replaying in my head. I don't know if my dad's sick or whatever. I don't talk to him. But you know, I just remember at the time telling my grandma, going, do you realize what my dad is doing? Like, I'm 12 years old and I'm like breaking this shit down for people. I'm like, do you realize that my dad is fucking around on my mom, not coming home, not going to work, just fucking doing whatever the fuck he wants and no one can stop him? This is like allowed. You're allowed to do this and have a family? Like, that's not shit that fucking people should be legally allowed to fucking do. And I just remember feeling that way. And then when I got to his age, that he was, I just said, that is probably, I didn't come any closer to understanding what the fuck he went through. He's tried to break it down for me and blah, 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 blah. Like, there's no, like, like, I understand, like, people move on in life and shit, but the way he went about it and the way he did my mom and us dirty like that, like, I haven't talked to him in like 7 years, you know what I mean? Because he really started treating me like an asshole before I got sober in like 2016. I mean, even in 2011 when I, just the selfish shit that, like, my brother died. He didn't even have a headstone, and my dad's buying fancy watches to wear, and my brother's laying in a fucking unmarked grave like Jimmy Hoffa. And I had a fucking problem with it, and my grandfather bought the fucking headstone. So that's scumbag shit to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just scumbag shit. I have no interest in talking to him or anything, regardless of whatever his situation is. I don't know why all of a sudden this last couple weeks I've been thinking about it. Like, just going like, man, how could you just like make a conscious effort to fucking leave your family, and to bring someone else, the woman that you cheated on my mom with, who you later ended up marrying, you bring her into our lives and she's not our family. What are you doing? Like, you don't bring strangers into your family. And it's so acceptable now that it's disgusting. It's so acceptable now. Like, I mean, it's just, the shit I see people do. That's one reason why I've never got married. Like, this shit ain't a joke. You're going to stand in front of a church and a pastor and a person's family and say you're going to take care of them the rest of your life. And then when shit don't work out, you leave them. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the vows cover that. So I don't know, vows and promises and shit like that. That's not stuff that I take lightly, So I don't know why this has come to the forefront in my mind for some time. For this last couple of weeks, I've just been thinking about it, going like, man, that's just some real selfish fucking narcissistic shit, And like, when my brother died of a drug overdose, he didn't want anybody to know, and it wasn't for any other reason, other than he was embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't want to be embarrassed by it, like, fuck, this shit ain't about you. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I don't know why. I really don't know why I've been thinking about that, but it's just been irritating me. And, I don't know. It's just weird that, like, people just up and divorce their families and leave their kids and leave their wives and leave their husbands. And it's like this guy at the gym. I remember one time I said to his wife, she changed her hair, and I said to her, not even in like a sexual way, I said, oh, your hair looks really cool like that. It looks nice. And he laughed. Well, 2 months later, he up left his wife for somebody he met on the internet, right? Moved to Denver, lives out there, runs his business here in Tampa, comes back to the gym with his new girl, and I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like, where's your wife? What happened to what happened? Are you know like I didn't even say it like that, but I was just like, what happened? Oh, we split up, and I'm like, then I find out from some other guys like, yeah, man, he was seeing some girl on the fucking internet, and it's like, oh, you got bored of your wife and you just fucking left, or whatever problems you had, you couldn't work them out, and it's like, no, people just get bored and they meet somebody else or whatever the fuck, and they just go, yeah, see you later, and it's like, no, that's just not how I roll. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not somebody that I want. That's not somebody that I want in my life as a friend. You know what I mean? Like, if you did that to you know, it's like cheating. I've got a real thing about cheating, man. The older I get, like the last time I cheated on somebody was in fucking high school. You know what I mean? And I still feel bad about that to this day. And when people tell me, like, oh yeah, you know, I fucked around on my husband, you know, he was this or that, or he was always working, and whatever the fucking excuse is, there's no excuse for it. You know what I mean? It's a character flaw that you do not want to have. And you cannot be 99% loyal, okay? You hear me? What are you doing? What are you doing, you little grump? Huh? You little shit? Well, get that little arm down there. Huh? Get that little arm down. I don't know. You know, loyalty, integrity, you know, that's just shit that I hold like in high regard. Like, you can't be 99% loyal, okay? It's like my ex, the shit that she did. You know, like, I wish her, you know, like, I don't want to see anything bad happen to her. I really do hope she gets her shit together. I hope sometime, you know, that everything like fucking works out for her. But the shit that she did, I just could never, ever, ever like foresee that being something that I accept and we work things out, or like we get back together, or I can't get by that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, you know, I can't get by that stuff. You know, like, just the lack of fucking loyalty that you have. That's a character flaw, man. That's not something that's just who you are as a person. You know what I mean? That's not like a thing that happened and you're going through a phase. That's who you fucking are, you know? And I might be a lot of things, but that's, you know, that is just not one that, you know, I've done some fucked up shit in my life. I'm not perfect, but when you add it all together, you know, I'm loyal to my friends. I'm loyal to my pets. You know, it's like people that just leave their fucking pets and shit. Like, oh, I can't take my cat. What do you mean you can't take your fucking cat? Well, then you don't go where the fuck you're going without your animal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, this shit just, I mean, the shit I see in people, I'm not impressed. You know, I'm just not impressed with the lack of, the big lack of integrity I see people having today. You know, forgetting about their responsibilities and just, you know, like, oh, I got married too young, and well, yeah, guess what? Well, you got married, so you're married. You know what I mean? And you need to, unless you're getting beat or getting cheated on, you're fucking in it for the duration. That's how I look. I mean, I'm just saying that's my understanding of what marriage is, or else you're just boyfriend and girlfriend legally. So what was the point of getting married? You know what I mean? Like, what is the point of getting married? I don't know. I just shit I see people do in like, you know, I don't know. So anyways, I just wanted to come on here and vent that out for some reason. Like, I'm just not, I've done a lot of fucked up things in my life, man, but I've had these cats, my cat, since 2012, 2013-ish, and it's been 11 years. I got the dog. It's not because I'm a great person. It's just because it's the fucking right thing to do. I took that responsibility on. There's no, well, I remember one time the nerd said some shit to me like, when she had that kitten that now I have, of course, She's like, what am I supposed to do on the days that I'm not doing good? And I just said, well, why are you already imagining the days that you're not doing good? Stop doing the shit that you're doing. Go get fucking help. I don't know what the fuck you need to do. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know if you're fucking telling the truth. I don't know if you're lying. I don't know if you just want to use drugs and you're fucking making shit up to use it. Whatever the fuck it is, you need to fucking take care of your cat, okay? And take care of yourself and take care of all that shit. There's not no like fucking like days that I don't feel like not doing it or whatever. It's like I just remember her saying, and I said, well, take care of that, when she had the cat before she brought it here. That's just other shit I think about. Like I just go, because I think about, like I'll be honest with you, like I don't even like to say this. And if there was a way that I could get away from this feeling, I would. But from what I see with love, it's something that if you love someone, you just can't unlove them. Do you know what I mean? Not that you have to be with them or stay with them or anything like that, but I don't love her any less than I did the day that I met her or the day that things were going well or all the whatever. Obviously I'm beyond fucking disappointed and hurt by the way things have fucking progressed into this fucking whatever you want to call this pretend bullshit that she's pulled, and I just remember her version of events was I just had to, leave and, because things weren't working out and I couldn't have my kids around you. And I'm like going, do you really believe the shit that's coming out of your fucking mouth right now? Like you're really that fucked up in the head that you're going to go with that story when that's not even what the fuck, what are you talking about? That's not even what happened. Is that what you, are you that sick that you tell yourself that shit to like, feel better about whatever it is? I mean, like, dude, you were the love of my life. I was the love of your life, allegedly. And look what you did to your life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. So if I could unlove somebody, she'd be the first person that I unloved. With that being said, doesn't mean that, I obviously don't want anything bad to happen to her. I can't, you can't control people. You can't control people's addiction. You can only want the best for them and you can love them from a distance, I guess. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I think about people that have been through these situations like that. And I know people that have been through this shit and they got kids and she's got kids and fuck, man, like it just, what a terrible fucking man. It's like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? Like, you got kids and shit. Like, what the fuck are you even doing? Like, how the fuck do you even, like, wake up in the morning and brush your hair and look in the mirror and pretend that what you're doing it with your life is the right thing to do? Like, it's just selfishness. It's just the same thing that my dad did. You know what I mean? Same thing that my dad did, same thing that I've had friends do with their families. And it's like, I'm just telling you, like, if I ever was married, I can just tell you right now, unless it was an amicable or, you split up the right way or whatever, and it's just not working out. And, but you don't fuck people around or fuck people over or cheat on them or try to hurt them or hit them and fucking like, just the nonsense that, I don't know, man. It's just the nonsense I see with life. I'm just glad that I'm not in a I'm just glad that I don't have anybody, you know what I mean? Like legitimately, like I know people say that shit and like, I don't wish that I had a girlfriend. I don't wish that I was married. I'm so glad that I'm not, and that I don't have kids, and that I'm not in a situation like people that, it's like one day they wake up and they just don't want to be married anymore. I don't know. I don't understand it. She was the only person I've ever wanted to get married to or was even close to getting married. And I just don't ever imagine seeing that shit like happen like that again. Hey, brother. I don't ever see anything like that happening again. Like I kind of feel like when you love someone, you're probably not gonna love someone else if you legitimately loved someone. You know what I mean? Like unless that person, I mean, even if they passed away, I just don't see how you get over love. You know what I mean? Like if it's real love, I just don't see how you get over it. I mean, you get through it, and you got to get on with your life and get on with it, and not dwell on shit. But I don't know. I just the shit I see people they spend, like my parents. You got kids, you got four fucking kids, you've been together 20 something years or whatever, and it's like like all those years that you were together and Christmases and holidays and 4th of July's and this, and then you wake up one day and you just pretend that that shit didn't happen or what? I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do it. I'm not like that. I'm not ever going to be like that. And I'm glad that I'm not. So thank you for watching.